Matt, it's our final away game of the season tomorrow, York City away. How's preparations been?
It's been good. The lads have had a couple of days off, which I think has been really important for them because they've worked extremely hard during this period where we've obviously picked up some positive results. They've been back in now for the last couple of days. Prepped really well for this game, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. The prep's important, but what is more important is the performance that we go and deliver. We know we're going to one of the top teams in the league. We know that it's going to be difficult. We're acutely aware that their supporters will be there in their numbers. I hope that ours will be as well, because the players need and want their support. It's going to be a really, really good, I think, atmosphere. I think it'll be a good occasion. What we've got to do is we've got to go and play under the pressure that we know is going to come, because we'll go to York and everybody won't give us a chance, which is great. We want to go there and put in a performance that's worthy of picking up a result. But what's important now is we keep building momentum. We want to finish the season strong. We've spoken about that before, Seb, and look what the players have done in the last 3 games. They've put 3 really good performances together. We've got 3 really positive results, picked up 9 points, and we need to make sure that we finish the season, in the same vein and take momentum into next year.
And looking at those 3 results, how much confidence has that really instilled across the changing room?
Well, it's installed, hopefully, more confidence. But I think I've spoken about it to the group on a regular occasion, that our belief as a group of staff in them has probably been a bit greater than theirs has in themselves, because they haven't picked up the results that the group wanted. We've managed to get 1 or 2 members back into the squad, and by doing that, I think results have picked up. Training, the level of training's gone up. It's gone up because we've got more competition for places. We're now in a position where we're leaving players out of the squad. Never easy, very difficult part of the job. But in saying that, it's made the players who have the shirt continually raise their performances, and it's no surprise that we've now started to pick up points.
And I think we briefly touched on it post-match Monday. Tavon Cambo, his first goal in the Moore shirt for 247 days, and just a real lift, especially at this stage of the season. Yeah,
really good for Tavs. Look, he's had a rotten season with injury. I hadn't seen him on the grass for probably the first 2.5 months that I was in here, so didn't really know what type of player he was. Obviously, saw him play a lot last season, and I look at him and the attributes that he has. He's a very good striker at this level. So for him to get some minutes, for him to get a goal, fantastic. Hopefully that builds his confidence. Look, we would love to be in a position where we could put Tavs out onto the pitch on Saturday in terms of a starting role, but where we are at the moment, it's really difficult to do that, because we're acutely aware that we want Tavs to have longevity with us. What we don't want is that we push him too soon, too early. So look, he'll have a part to play, but that part will be similar to the part that he had to play in the game on Monday. Tavs is in good spirits. He's trained really well this week, as have all of the group. Their intensity, their infectious nature with a smile on their face. It's crazy what 3 results can do for a group. It's galvanised them. And what they've got to do is take that into what we know, as I say, is going to be a tough game. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a great atmosphere. I think Adam's done exceptionally well with his York team. Obviously, last season, the difference this season to last season in where they are in the league. They'll be disappointed if, obviously, they don't get promotion in terms of automatically. But if you look at them, the form they're in, they've won 5 out of the last 6. They've obviously got some really good players for the level. Look, he's managed to get good players to go and sign for York City, and it's a very good football club. But what we need to do is not worry about them. The players have had all the information they need on the opposition. They've trained exceptionally well today. Some of the quality that they showed in moments today was really pleasing. The challenge will be now is replicating that tomorrow in the game.
And what's the latest on the injury front here at Solihull Moors? Obviously, Sambo, and updates on them?
Yeah, Sam's had some news from the surgeon this week that he's not overly pleased with. Don't think his knee's healed in the way it should have and could have. Jack Stevens, we're probably not going to see Jack again before the end of the season, which is disappointing, because the impact that Jack can have on this group. Cade is still out injured. I think we might have Manny Duku back in the squad or back in the travelling contingent, so we'll take 20 players up there tomorrow. We we might be able to get him out. At the moment, if I'm honest with you, negotiating with the medical staff onto how that looks. But other than that, relatively healthy. It's obviously very difficult when you've still got players that have got long-term injuries. They are going to have a tough summer because they'll be in working while the other players are off. But what we want is a healthy group when we return, at the end of June next season.
Matt, thank you.